So I'm gonna be transparent.
Please do.
I know personally for me, I consider myself pretty intelligent, pretty capable. I also am neurodivergent. So I am someone who was diagnosed very late in life with attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which, has varying symptoms that, have a lot of stereotypes in the world. People assume it means a lot of things. But for me, that is a huge barrier to accessing things in general.
Mhm.
Um, there's a reason I'm giving the backstory.
That's fine.
Um, for I will say that statistically, many Black women specifically, women of color, have difficulties getting diagnosed properly within the school system. So many women, um, in particular, are diagnosed late in life, with various, of these quote unquote learning disabilities, because they show up differently for us because of how we've been socialized. There's a lot of, behaviors in the world that we're not allowed to portray. So we act differently. Point being, paperwork is hard for me. Paperwork is really, really hard for me. I remember when I lost my longtime job of 8 years, I went to the employment office once and that was enough. I was like, I'm never going back. It was overwhelming. It was anxiety inducing. I didn't feel respected. I felt, you know what I mean? Like I just felt out of my water, if you will. And so when it comes to, even with the program for parents paperwork,
Mhm.
I've seen it so many times. Every time I see it, it's like the first time. I've kind of gotten a little bit better with it now, but that red tape, man, and the wild thing is, for a lot of these services, the very people who need them are the ones who are going to have the most difficulty accessing them. So I personally, like, I know how to fight through. I've made a lot of workarounds to get things done in a way that, I don't continually sink through life, but many
Mhm.
people haven't, right? And
Mhm.
so they get pushed into these different systems or they just get lost. And
Mhm.
yeah.